Hello students, we are going to discuss about dispersion model. Introduction of dispersion model. Atmospheric dispersion modeling is a mathematical simulation of how air pollutants disperse in the ambient atmosphere. What is ambient atmosphere? Surrounding or environment. How it is performed? It is performed with computer program that include algorithm to solve the mathematical equation that govern the pollutant dispersion. So what are the uses of dispersion model? Dispersion model are used to estimate the downwind ambient concentration of air pollutant or toxic emitted from sources. What are the sources? Industrial plant, vehicular traffic or accidental chemical releases. Requirement of input data. Meteorological condition such as wind speed and direction, amount of atmospheric turbulence. What is turbulence? Circular movement of air, or so this is the eddies. So the eddies is called turbulence. Ambient air temperature or surrounding temperature, height to the bottom of any inversion, ground inversion, turbulence inversion, subsidence inversion and frontal inversion. Then solar radiation. Second one, source term, toxic gases and temperature of the material. Emissions or release parameter such as source location and height, type of sources, sources from fire or vent stand, and exit velocity, exit temperature and mass flow rate per hour, how much amount of pollutant disperse or transfer or transport. Next one, terrain elevation at the source location and at the receptor location. So the receptor location is nothing but nearby home, school, business place, hospital. The location, height and width of any obstruction. Obstruction is nothing but block. And the path of the emitted gaseous plume. Surface roughness. The surface is smooth surface or rough surface. So here surface roughness or the use of a more generic parameter, whether it is rural or city terrain. Terrain is nothing but land. These are the requirement of input data. Types of dispersion model. So here 5 types of the model. First one, box model. Second one, Gaussian model. Third one, Lagrangian model. Fourth one, Eulerian model. Last one, dense gas model. One by one we will discuss. First one, box model. What is box model? Box model is the simplest of the model type. It assumes the volume of atmospheric air is in the shape of a box. It also assumes that the air pollutant inside the box are homogeneously distributed. This is very important. Homogeneous is nothing but same phase. This model is very limited in its ability to accurately predict dispersion of air pollutant. Assumption of homogeneous pollutant distribution is much too simple. When you start adapting box model, made some assumption. Refer this figure. For this figure is a city terrain. City is a rectangle. This is a rectangular box with a dimension W and L. W is the width of the box, L is the length of the box, and one side is parallel with wind direction. You see here, so from this figure, so one side is a parallel, so parallel with wind direction. Second assumption, complete atmospheric turbulence. Already I said the turbulence is nothing but eddies or circular movement of air is produced, and a total mixing of pollutant up to capital H. So what is H here? Rising mixed height. Rising mixed height denoted as capital H, and no mixing above this height. This is a second assumption. Third assumption, turbulence is strong, circular movement of air or eddies in the upwind direction. What about the pollutant concentration? Pollutant concentration is uniform in the whole volume of air over the city, and not higher at downwind side than upwind side. This is the third assumption. Last assumption, you refer this figure, wind blows in x direction with velocity v. All of you very familiar, the notation of velocity. Velocity notation is a v. This velocity is constant. Meaning of this, independent of location and time. This is a steady state operation. We use average velocity v between at the ground and capital H. Concentration of pollutant entering the city is constant and is equal to background concentration. So in this figure, so this emission from sources, various sources are there, factories or traffic vehicular or any other disasters or blast, etc. The chemical transformation is occurs. So here entrainment. What is entrainment here? Entrainment is a result of turbulence driven by the surface, heat flux, and turbulence generated by wind shear. Entrainment of pollutant. One thing is very important in this model. Advective inflow is equal to advective outflow. Advective is nothing but horizontal movement of mass of fluid. Fluid is a combination of liquid and gas, or transport of pollutants. Are you clear? So why the advective inflow is equal to advective outflow? This operation is a steady state operation. There is no change, independent of location and time. That is a velocity. This is a steady state operation. For this reason, advective inflow is equal to advective outflow. Next model, Gaussian model. So this is called diffusion model and dispersion model. It is the oldest and most commonly used model type. So in this model, assumption, air pollutant dispersion is the Gaussian distribution which has normal probability distribution. It is used in both continuous and non-continuous air pollution fluids. Are you clear? So most of diffusion model used Gaussian flume idea, which is also a material balance model. What is material balance? Material in is equal to out. There is no accumulation under steady state condition. In this model, a point source such as a factory smokestack is selected and the downwind concentration. What is the result? Result from this point source is calculated. You see this figure left side. So this diagram is a flume rise diagram. So this is a result from this figure point source is calculated. From the figure, the origin of the coordinate. What are the coordinate here? X, Y, Z. These are the coordinate. Coordinate system is placed at the base of the smokestack. So this is a physical stack or chimney. So base of the stack, the coordinate system is placed. What are the coordinate system? X, Y and Z. Are you clear? With the x-axis aligned in the downward direction, the contaminated gas or flume rising from the smokestack. So that is called flume rise. Flume rise denoted as delta H. And then travel in x direction. You see this figure. Travel in x direction. And spread in the y and z direction as it travel. Are you clear? So here one thing is very important. So this is the flume rise calculation model. The flumes normally rise higher above the smokestack. Why? Because they are emitted at higher temperature than atmosphere and with vertical velocity. So here we want to calculate effective stack height. How will we calculate effective stack height? Capital H is equal to small h plus delta H. Refer this figure left side. H is nothing but physical stack height. Delta H is nothing but that is called flume rise. Summation of these two, that is equal to effective stack or effective stack height. Flume rise calculated from the imaginary center line of the flume. Refer this figure, the dotted line, the center line. The flume rise calculated from the imaginary center line of the flume. Flume rise depends on the stack physical characteristics and on the pollutant or effluent characteristics. What is the problem? As an engineer, what we do in this model? Problem is to compute the concentration due to this source. Which one is the source here? Chimney or physical stack. At any point. What are the points we have? X, Y and Z. If the molecular diffusion alone were causing the flume to mix with the surrounding air, the flume will spread slowly as a thin stick moving straight down the sky. So students refer the second diagram, right hand side. So here the molecular diffusion alone were causing the flume to mix with the surrounding air. The flume will spread slowly as a thin stick moving straight down the sky. Are you clear? Yeah, this is the Gaussian model. Next one is a Lagrangian model. It is mathematically follows pollution flume particles. The parcel move in atmosphere and random motion or random fashion. Calculate the air pollution by computing the statistics of the trajectories of large number of the pollution flumes particles. Next one is the Eulerian model. It is similar to the Lagrangian model. It is also track the movement of large number of pollution flume particle as they move to initial location. Only one difference. So compare with Lagrangian model. So this model uses the fixed three-dimensional Cartesian grid. Cartesian is nothing but three direction, x, y, z. Here refer the figure u, v, w. This is the direction as a frame reference and moving frame reference. So this is a three-dimensional model. Last one is a dense gas model. It is used to simulate the dispersion of dense gas pollution, flumes or pollutant. Those gases having higher density than air, that gaseous pollutant. So simulate using this model. So air density 1.225 kg per metric cube. Compare with the air, carbon dioxide or oxygen. So these are the gases or density is high. So these pollutant, so simulate using this model. Are you clear? Okay. So thank you for your attention.